Okay, that's a little better, yeah. So, as I was saying before, today is, we're doing it alone. And I want to tell a story. Some of you may know this story, it's interesting, that when I was a student, the devotees would chant every day on campus. So I was coming to temple and the devotees knew me. So they would never let me walk by the Kirtan, and the Kirtan was, I had to walk by the Kirtan to go home because they were at the entrance of the university and I lived, 5 or 6 blocks, 7 blocks away on that side of the university. And so there's one devotee, Chitsugananda, whenever he'd see me, he would just go over and grab me. Like I'd be busy or whatever. He'd say, come, you have to chant. So as a student, I was doing Kirtan maybe 3 days a week or so for like an hour, which is kind of interesting. So it was just an introduction to the Kirtan. Because I'm alone for an hour, it's like I should give a little introduction. So I was chanting, and then the first program I went to, I remember specifically I was in the elevator. We just finished the program. There was a devotee in the elevator. And someone said, well, what are the principles you follow? And he said, well, no meat, no gambling. I was like, okay. Then he said, no intoxication, no illicit sex. And I was thinking, I wasn't thinking in a negative way. I just thought to myself, I could never do that. That seems impossible. I had no experience. I didn't know anybody who could do that in that culture. And so I was coming to the temple studying Bhagavad Gita, and as I said, well, we go to the temple twice a week for Bhagavad Gita class, and once on Sunday, and then at maybe 2-3 days a week, Kirtan. So I was getting a good dose of Kirtan. And I would say it was probably around 6 weeks of doing that. Or so, 5-6 weeks or so. I had lost all inclination for breaking any of the principles. Just the desire wasn't there. And one day I realized that I was following the 4 regular principles for the past few weeks, I was 19, which was probably the first time since I was 15 that I, sorry to say it or hate to say it, but I hadn't taken any drugs, at least in that period. I had taken any intoxication for 2 weeks. That was like my world's record since I was 15. It was just something we did every weekend. And then I thought, this is amazing, because I wasn't consciously trying. And then I realized it was, of course, the effect of Bhagavad Gita, but I thought more so it was the effect of the holy name. Because I was really happy with Kirtan. I mean, the word ecstasy it was the best word. And what I would experience during Kirtan, I would tell myself, well, the only other experience you had that comes close to this was surfing and LSD. And it was so interesting because here I wasn't surfing and here I wasn't taking any drugs, and I was having a similar ecstatic experience. And I thought, this is really, what did I think? This is different. This is not of this world. It can't be of this world otherwise. How can I experience something that I was experiencing before where I had to do something to get it? Either drug-induced or something exciting, or maybe playing music, to a lot of people, something like that. And now I'm getting it chanting. So it made this impression that this is really special. And I think it was that combination of that taste and the detachment that it brings, that I just, without any extra effort to try to give up those things, I wasn't doing it. So that's the power of the holy name. And then I was thinking back, making that transition of moving in the temple. That was really a huge transition, going from my former student lifestyle. Because now when I moved in the temple, there was no slipping up. It was like you get up at 4 o'clock and you chant 16 rounds, you follow the 4 regular principles. So intuitively I felt, well, once I'm in that association, I'll be able to do it. And I felt like on my own, I don't think I could be steady. I have to show you my t-shirt. Oh yeah, you can't see it because I'm using my phone. You see it backwards. Festival of the Holy Name. So, and I was reflecting, I'm dealing with a lot of devotees who have a lot of problems, and I was reflecting, did I have problems when I was a young devotee? Because a lot of young devotees have problems with the regulative principles, and I was reflecting, did you have problems with the regulative principles? And I thought, I don't remember having problems. I don't remember that being an issue. And the reason being, you might say, oh, well, you're Krishna conscious, that's why. But our schedule was, we would clean, morning program, take breakfast, clean the temple, and then about 10 o'clock go out on Harinam. And about 1 o'clock come back, have lunch, and then about 2 o'clock go out again till like 6 o'clock and come back. So that gives us like 7 hours. And then 3 nights a week we went back out again for another hour. So that 3 nights a week it's 8 hours. And then on Saturday we went out at 10 and we took prasadam on the street and we came back like 8 or 9 o'clock. So the whole day. And Sunday we stayed back and got the temple ready for the Sunday feast. So 6 days a week, 7, 8, 9 hours of Harinam. So that's why I remember joining, then being perfectly celibate, perfectly sober, 16 rounds. I could do that, get up at 4 o'clock. And another thing, it's embarrassing to admit, but as a student, as a bona fide student, I remember going to bed at 3 a.m. and waking up at 11, and I think my first class was like noon, so I could do that. But obvious big transition, basically waking up when you used to go to sleep. Harinam, 8 hours a day, 7 hours a day. Could make that transition. It was very smooth. It was very easy. And then for that whole first year that I joined, that was the program, Harinam all day. Everywhere I went all day. Into 71, same thing. Into 72, same thing. And then book distribution started. And then it was either Harinam all day or book distribution all day or both. So that environment where you're surrounded by the holy name, it's very safe and it's very powerful. And the other realization I had was that the movement was progressing very rapidly and the devotees were progressing very rapidly. And you could understand that even though the devotees weren't experienced, but they're doing Harinam all day. So something very powerful is going to come from that, something very deep. And one of the things we saw in those days is people were advancing very, very quickly. They would come, they would join, they'd be going on Harinam. A few months later, if you met them, it seemed like they'd been doing this all their life. So that was the power of chanting that much every day, week after week after week. So that is really, that was really how the Hare Krishna movement was born, or that was the baby food of the Hare Krishna movement was Harinam. And even devotees who had other services, they would often go out at least an hour a day. Harinam was like, it was the milk. And so it was really what transformed us. You can say it's prasadam, it's the philosophy. Of course, it's synergistically, it's all those things. But I don't think we can underestimate the power of the holy name to give people an experience that they've never had before, and to detach us, just help us lose interest. And that's a symptom of people who are becoming devotees. They're losing interest. That's one of the reasons they become devotees. They don't find anything interesting in the world. And Krishna consciousness is so interesting. And the last thing I want to say, and I think this is an important thought for all of us to meditate on when we're chanting japa or we're chanting Hare Krishna or Kirtan, is that, as you know, the spiritual nature is unlimited. So as we go more deeply into chanting, and we have new experiences, we have greater taste, we have more realization, we can always think, there's so much more to it than what I'm getting. And it's like an unlimited ocean. And as we chant, we try to go more deeply to experience Krishna and allow Krishna to reveal to us whatever it is he wants, and allow ourselves to become more inspired. And so whatever problem you have, the holy name can deal with it. It can give you the inspiration you're lacking. It can give you the knowledge you're lacking. It can give you the strength you're lacking. It can give you the detachment you're lacking. It can help you overcome so many problems. At least we should know potentially it's there if we access it. And Lord Chaitanya has made this for this age, so it just works for all of us who otherwise are not qualified. So that's my introduction. Now I have to bring my keyboard over here and figure out, and then I think I'll have to put my headphones on and actually set everything up. So you can watch me slave away and pull my keyboard over here. It's actually not that heavy. Oh, it's so heavy. Oh, I'm so tired. No, only joking. I wanted to get another cable, but I didn't have time. My wife and I went walking in the forest, and we just got back. So I don't, in order for me to just get the balance between my voice and the keyboard, I have to put headphones on and listen. So I would look like those guys who work at the airport, or I'll look like a captain of the airplane. And that way we'll figure out what to do. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Oh, this is not good. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Krishna. Can you still hear me? Can you give me a yes? I just need to know. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Okay. Good? Okay, good. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Well, actually, I want to change the sound on this, which means I have to listen again. So don't go away. Totally unprepared, sorry. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesa Sanyavari Paschachita Satarine. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, it's time for another story. But first, a word from our sponsor. Take your Taiwanese, Chinese medicine, whatever you sing, and you will sing like a Gandharva. I was not yet singing like a Gandharva, but now it will happen. So, what I want to say is, sing your heart out for Krishna, because there's no one else to sing for. Who else is there to sing for? Only Krishna. It's like, you could sing for 10,000 people, you could sing for 500,000 people in a big auditorium. Or you could sing alone in the temple for the deities. That would be better, don't you think? There's nothing better than singing for Krishna. That's what I think. So, sing your heart out for Krishna. Just let it come out. Like whatever you need to let out, let it out. Call out, cry out, pray, beg. Whatever you need to do, do it. That's the process. And Krishna, if you call, Krishna will come. For sure. Gopala Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai. Somehow the name Govinda has attracted my mind. So this, I'm very attached to chanting this song, Govinda, 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 that name. It's always been attractive to me. Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Thank you for coming. I don't want to depress you, but we're going to stop now. Keep chanting. Keep praying. Keep calling out. Open your heart to Krishna. Everything will be glorious. Hare Krishna. Jai Prabhupada. Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol.